So I have been thoroughly testing the Pixel 3a XL for a couple days now. It's been in my pocket, and I'll tell you this much, I am really enjoying using this device. It performs decently, the pictures that I take are amazing, but I will say this device definitely does lack a little bit in performance because obviously Google went with a lower end or a mid-tier processor, which was or is the Snapdragon 670 in comparison to the flagship Snapdragon 845 and 855. So with that said, today I'm here to find out how much performance Google really did sacrifice by putting a 670 in the 3A and 3A XL in comparison to one of the best performing smartphones in the Android world, the OnePlus 6 and the 6T, which both feature the Snapdragon 845. So without further ado, let's get into this speed test comparison. So yeah, the real question is how much performance have we given up with the 3A XL with it having a Snapdragon 670, but also keeping in mind that the money went towards other aspects of the phone like the camera and the speakers and display. I'm going to be comparing this device's performance to the best of the best in the Android world in my opinion, which is the OnePlus 6 and the 6T. This used to be my daily driver. This is a OnePlus 6, 8 gigabytes of RAM in here, 128 gigs of storage, Snapdragon 845, and keep in mind Oxygen OS is just really blazingly quick. So yeah, basically we are comparing, I would think, the best of the best in the Android world compared to the 3A XL to see how it stands in the realm of performance. So let's unlock both these devices here. As you can see, both unlock fairly quickly with back-facing fingerprint sensors. The OnePlus is a little bit quicker, but that's understandable because, you know, OnePlus is all about performance and just really tweaking your device to make it as quick as possible. But again, the 3A XL is more than acceptable with its speed and biometrics. Alright, so with all of our apps quit here, I'm going to test app launching performance. Let's start with phone in 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, OnePlus 6 is just immediate. It's already open. With the 3A XL, it takes a little, extra second of time, but once again, that's to be expected with the difference in software, with the difference in processing power. Again, Snapdragon 845 versus the 670. Let's open up Spotify in 3, 2, 1. And both were pretty much exactly the same there. Not too much of a difference in performance. I think that's actually really great, especially considering the fact that you get so much better camera performance over the OnePlus 6 here. So if you were deciding between these two, the OnePlus 3A XL doesn't seem like a bad option, at least so far. Let's open up Studio. Again, you can just see it's a little bit quicker here, although I can't really sign in right now. It's just a second delay with the 3A XL, and that seems to be the trend here as we open up more and more apps. Let's go into Chrome. And again, just a little bit quicker on the OnePlus 6 with the Snapdragon 845, just a tad bit slower here. Let's load a site. We'll go to Social Blade. Again, just a tiny bit quicker on the OnePlus 6. Again, that seems to be the trend of performance with these two devices. You are paying for the performance here and everything else, I would say here. Although the displays are both really nice, there are some aspects of the 3A XL that are better than the OnePlus 6, such as the camera, the speakers, and some other features that you don't find in here as well, such as the squeezability. As you might know, you can squeeze to launch the voice assistant or Google Assistant. However useful you find that, that is also a feature to keep in mind here. You also have better haptics and vibration motors in here, or it just has a better vibration motor. The one in here is just kind of weak. The one in here is more like Apple's haptic engine, but again, we're here to test performance. I'm going to open up the YouTube app. And here we are again, just a second quicker here, a second slower here. That seems to be what is happening. Let's open up a video here. And they open up at pretty much at the same time. Just a little bit delayed here, but pretty much the same. No difference there. I think once you have the apps open, you're not going to notice too much of a difference in performance. As you can see here, scrolling is pretty much just as smooth on both devices. Let's tap on something else here. How about the Old Spice ad? In this case, maybe it was my tapping, but the ad on the 3A XL actually loaded a little bit quicker. That might have been my error, but if that's not, that's actually pretty nice. Let's open up How Fast Can I Watch? Let's go to Austin McConnell's How Fast Can I Catch a Pikachu?
Hey,
pretty much the same. It might have been a little bit quicker on the 3A XL. Once again, maybe that's because this is like a Google app and it's better optimized. Who even knows? Let's go back home. We'll do the voice assistant launching here. Maybe it was quicker on the 3XL. Let's try that again. Yeah, it was a tiny tad bit quicker on the 3A XL. That's interesting. So I'm going to compare the animations on both these devices. Let's go to the app drawer. Pretty much the same, scrolling equally as smooth. I think a little bit more smooth here because I think OnePlus has like a higher or lower latency screen or something, but it's really smooth here as well, especially it being a Pixel. Stock Android is always going to run really great on Pixel devices. Let's compare the notification panel here. Both really smooth, I think. Maybe a tiny bit smoother on the OnePlus, but I mean, really smooth on both devices. Actually, it's not really discernible, the difference in smoothness. Again, Pixel devices are going to be really well optimized, obviously for stock Android here. Let's open up a game here. I'm going to open up Finger Driver. And it opens just a tiny bit quicker with the OnePlus 6. Again, this is what we're tending to see. It's just a tad bit quicker here and a tad bit slower here. Let's compare smoothness here, see if there's any lag with the 3A XL. I'm not seeing any at all. I do have the ads kind of disabled with airplane mode, but those usually, the ads are usually what make it kind of laggy, but you know, that was smooth. Let's go here and try it out. And again, of course it's going to be buttery smooth here as well, maybe a little smoother. I can't really tell a difference, but yeah, gaming on the OnePlus 6 obviously is a great experience. Let's open up some apps that we had closed here. So let's go to Chrome. How about that? So let's go to the phone app. A little delay here, but that's fine. This has half the RAM that this does, by the way. This has 8 gigs of RAM. This has 4 gigs of RAM. So keep that in mind too. Let's go back to YouTube. No refresh there. That's awesome. Let's go back to Chrome. No refresh there either, so you know, it seems like if you have just a handful of apps open, you should have no problem multitasking with the 3A XL. Let's go back to Spotify. Again, pretty much equal multitasking performance. Of course, I'm guessing that when you have like a lot of apps open, you're going to have more open here than here because this has double the RAM. But for everyday usage, you know, where you have like 5 or 6 apps open at once, maybe even 7, these should perform very similarly in regard to, once again, multitasking here. And of course you get that awesome multitasking thing with the newest version of Android. I think it's Pi. Yeah, oh my god, I sometimes forget the names here. But yeah, that is my performance test. That's the best I could do for you guys. I mean, I learned something new today. I had no idea how this was going to stack up. I thought the 3A XL was going to do a lot worse, considering the fact that, you know, it does pack a mid-tier kind of processor. But it appears that stock Android with the Pixel, with the Snapdragon 670, is comparable to a third-party company that has Snapdragon 845. Obviously, this is going to be the beast at the end of the day, especially the OnePlus 7, which is going to pack the Snapdragon 855, I'm guessing. If you want performance, of course, go OnePlus all the way. But if you want a better camera, better speakers, and just, you know, want like a phone from Google, then the Pixel 3 XL is a really great option. I will be reviewing this phone once again. I said this in my earlier videos with this device. I will be doing a full review of this in the next week or so. And yeah, so far from using this on the daily, I keep both an iPhone XS Max and this in my pocket. I'm really happy with the performance on here, and I would have absolutely no issue using this phone as my daily driver. And yeah, I hope this video helped you out. Once again, I really do enjoy this device, and I'm looking forward to, you know, creating a full review for you guys in the coming week or so. I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like on the video, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.